Hello, I am Zainab, a student in the Department of English Language and Literature at the University of Bahrain. Welcome to our Advanced Grammar series. Today we will talk about connectors and focus structure. We use connectors to link clauses and sentences like however, so, and phrases, and we also use focus structure to link sentences. There are two types of connectors, adverbs and phrases, and there are also two types of focus structure, fronting and cleft sentence. We can use adverbs such as however or then as a connectors to link a sentence, like the sentence the girl has much money, however she isn't happy at all. We link the two sentences, the girl has much money and she isn't happy at all, and we use it also to link a clause like in the sentence, first brush your teeth, then go to bed. When we use adverbs as a connectors, we usually put them at the front of the sentence or clause, like in the sentence, this is a good cheese. Actually, it's made locally. We put the adverb actually at the front of the clause, it's made locally. And we don't use as well and to in the front position. Like in the sentence, John went to London, Mary went there too. We cannot say John went to London to Mary went there. We can also use connectors after verb to be or auxiliary verb, like in the sentence, don't forget your pen, you are also going to need a rubber. And we can use them before the main verb, like in the sentence, the contract also needs to be read. We don't put a connector between a verb and its subject. We use some prepositional phrases as connectors in three different positions. In the front position, for example, in the meantime I was getting help from my English teacher. We use the phrase in the meantime and the front position before the sentence. And in the middle position, I can play quite a few musical instruments, for example, the flute, the guitar, and the piano. We use the preposition, for example, at the middle of the sentence. And in the end position, the holiday was really a complete disaster. In fact, we use the prepositional phrase in fact at the end of the sentence. We use infinitive phrases such as to begin with in the front position. The hotel was awful. To begin with, our room was far too small. We use the infinitive phrase to begin with at the beginning of the clause, our room was far too small. And we can also use to conclude, to start with, to summarize, and to sum up. Focus structures. We will start with fronting. We use fronting to focus on one part of the sentence. So, we can move one part of the sentence to a front position to link that sentence more closely to the preceding sentence. Like in the example, she was coughing and sneezing. He recognized these symptoms immediately. These symptoms were recognized immediately. So we are focusing on the symptoms that she had. The second type of focus structure is cleft sentence. We can use it also to emphasize one part of a sentence. We usually use it when we are making a contrast with or adding to information in a preceding sentence. And these sentences begin with it. For example, I like most vegetables, I hate onion. It is onion that I hate. The cleft sentence began with it. It is onion that I hate. And also it can begin with what. I can't stop yawning. I need a cup of coffee. What I need is a cup of coffee. The sentence began with what.